Welcome to Pregnancy, Birth, Babies, and Doulas. A lot of you have been around this journey for a long time, and you know this has been my favorite area to educate on, to empower on. And recently, this past summer, I was trained as a doula, and so I get to add that in now as a resource, more education, things I've learned, and also for some of the doula friends that I met through there for some natural solutions for them as they are walking through their journey of supporting others as well. So this one's really fun. We're going to dive in, tap into all that awesome information. It's kind of a quick Cliff Note version, if you will, because I have a lot to say. I do have a much longer version of this on my YouTube channel, but this is really fun. So grab your favorite essential oil, put it on. Right now, I just put Motivate on. I love this one. This is also just great for all things in pregnancy, labor, delivery, but right now it is 9 p.m. for me over here in Spain. So if you guys aren't familiar, my name is Kendra Bamforth. Maybe someone invited you to this call. A lot of you have been on this oil journey with me for the last 12 years. And you guys know I am so passionate about sharing, educating, helping, supporting, empowering moms, birth partners, everyone that has to do with this crazy, amazing journey of pregnancy, creating humans, and like everything that God has given our bodies the ability to do. Even though it's amazing, doesn't mean it's always easy. So I love to empower everyone. And I got into this journey because of my oldest son being premature, which I'll tell you that whole story and show you that journey. So that's why I've been continuously sharing and empowering other moms as these oils, products, and this company and their heart has empowered me. So if you guys are on this live or if you're watching the recording, feel free to comment below or in the chat how you got started with oils, and maybe if you've ever used them during any pregnancies, or maybe you're pregnant right now and excited to try natural solutions for your pregnancy as well. So I am a birth mentor, a natural solutions educator. I've been doing this for over 12 years. I genuinely love being able to help and empower everyone, and especially using God's plant medicine that I know He put here on the earth for us to utilize. And one of my greatest titles is mom of these three crazy, amazing little boys. Well, they're not little anymore. Actually, Kingston's almost taller than me. So Kingston's 12. He's almost 13. He's almost a teenager. And he is my why of this oil journey. Jax is 10 and Bryson is 6. And I'm going to jump right in and just share the quick version of each of their labor and deliveries and pregnancies, because it really matters about why I have this background, this knowledge, this passion to help empower other moms, because God literally gave me every situation, opportunity during pregnancy, birth, and labor with all three of them in different ways. Therefore, I could turn around, and you always use your mess for your message, or like, I get to that test is your testimony to help other moms. So Kingston is my why of why I'm sitting here today, 12 years later, still sharing and empowering and educating about essential oils, because he was born early, 35 weeks, preeclampsia. Both of our lives were in danger. He spent a few weeks in the NICU. I spent over a week in the hospital as well. And I'm so thankful for modern medicine and all the things that saved our life. You can see here, he was a little tiny preemie, but still a little long-legged boy. But once we got out of the hospital, which was super traumatic, I didn't get to nurse right away. I was pumping the colostrum, and it was like this plastic thing. And it was just I was on so much medication, which saved my life, but I also don't remember a lot of it. Funny enough, this picture on the left, every time I look at it, I think of this. When my dad saw this picture, he thought it was the nurse. So I clearly was like swollen big from the preeclampsia, and so much was happening to my body, and I was so out of it. So um yeah, so we get him home, and then every like week it was something new. Respiratory viruses, in and out of the hospital, and yet in and out of the pediatric unit. It was just like so exhausting and so overwhelming. I felt like I was at the bottom of the earth. I didn't know what to do for this beautiful little boy that I was given to take care of, and it was just exhausting. And so this is when I was introduced to essential oils, which actually I had been invited to oil classes and oil education throughout my entire pregnancy, which I kindly declined because I was like, no thanks, I don't want to have to buy something like a Pampered Chef party. But then when I realized this person really wanted to help me and give me oils to support me and empower me and my son's health, I was like, you know what? I may as well try it, right? Into which Scott was like, we're not putting oils on our baby. And I was like, we're trying something. So thank goodness these came into my life. I went to an essential oil education intro class the week later, and everything just clicked for me. Like, oh, this is plant medicine. This makes sense. It works. And so I started to utilize the oils. And then I got confidence and I was using them for myself, the vitamins, all the things. And I was like, you know what? I want to have more kids. And I don't want that first experience that was so traumatic to stop me from creating the family that I know that God has in store for me. So then I got to have this beautiful pregnancy, like full term, natural VBAC, vaginal birth after C-section, because Kingston was a C-section. And it was just so cool. Like I was up 30 minutes later, walking around, like feeling like I was on top of the world. Like I felt so strong, so empowered. And so like I wanted everyone to feel what I felt during that delivery and after, compared to the weeks that were so traumatic and so emotional with the first delivery. So this is Jackson, my sweet little middle boy. He's my highly sensitive, so empathetic. Like he's like his heart is so big and kind. And he is like the awesomest big brother and little brother to Jackson, to be in Kings. And yeah, it was just such a beautiful delivery. Like I said, I can't explain how amazing it was, but it was amazing. Um, Okay, and then we have Bryson who came 4 years later, which I was really confident that I could do this. I've helped a lot of moms just with the positive affirmations and confidence to have a VBAC. I was in Europe with Jackson. So I was pregnant in Spain the entire time, delivered in the States in the summer, pregnant with B in Spain, Italy the whole time, and delivered in America. And I loved getting to have this care and just mindset from other places across the world or around the world that were so open to natural solutions. And like, of course you'll have a VBAC. Why would you have a C-section if you don't have to have a C-section? And I was like, you know what? You're right. And you get to be empowered with that. You get to make that choice. Like, yes, there's a time and place, but at the end of the day, like this is your birth story and you know what your body needs and wants. So Bryson's was again another VBAC, my second VBAC. He was full term, beautiful, but he was stubborn, which he is stubborn. So he was stuck literally at a 6 for, I think, I don't even know how many 10s, 20, 30s hours. I don't remember. It was intense. And I was so afraid of the epidural. You guys, I was so afraid because the first with Kingston, they tried the epidural 3 times, didn't work. So they put me all the way under for anesthesia for the C-section. So in my mind, I was like, I would rather let my body do this than take an epidural. But I was at a point where I had this beautiful, amazing midwife who I'll forever cherish. And she's one of my really, really good friends. She was like, you know, it's time for the epidural and you got this. And sure enough, I had the epidural. It was successful. I got to sleep, woke up at a 10 and was still able to push and fill and deliver. So I really feel like God gave me this emergency C-section, crazy experience, this beautiful birth, and then another amazing, beautiful birth in its own way using this beautiful mix of Eastern and Western medicine so that I could go and share with other moms and not have it be like, hey, I'm this all natural mom who, it's kind of intimidating if no one's like ever used epidurals and whatnot. Every baby has their journey and as long as we get them here, there's so much beautiful ways to do that. So that's just kind of a fun overview of why I'm so passionate about this completely. We're going to quickly just remind you about the ways you use your oils and the safety. They are safe. They are effective. They work well with our bodies. They are natural plant medicine that was meant to be there for a reason, right? And our bodies know how to utilize it. It's not synthetically made in a factory. So these plant-based medicines work really well and really supportive. You can use them aromatically in a diffuser, opening the bottle and taking a big deep breath. There's an olfactory system, so it doesn't just smell good. It's a chemical reaction in our brain that actually helps our mood, opens airways, and it's the easiest way to set the emotional temperature of your room, your labor and delivery room, your nursery, your office, wherever you are. So this adaptive is so heavenly. We're going to talk about it. Aromatically, topically, put them on where you need them. Our body is so powerful. It has microsystems in our hands, our feet, our ears. So we have reflexology points. There's a uterus reflexology point down on the inside of your right ankle, 3 fingertips up, a little point in your uterus that you can utilize your oils as well during labor and delivery. And then internally, because of doTERRA's safety, purity, quality, and the way we source our oils, it is safe enough to take internally. And there's so much awesome things that go on in your mouth, your throat, your digestive tract, your immune system's in there, your emotions. It's just so powerful and they are safe to use. So of course we use intuition. Of course we use common sense. We can always dilute our oils with the fractionated coconut oil, which is going to be a carrier oil that helps the oils to go across the skin on a larger molecule and absorb slower because our skin is different. Our smell changes during pregnancy. A lot of things are changing, right? But The fractionated coconut oil is a must-have. It's also great for tummy, massage. It's just a really good oil in general. And again, because of that doTERRA difference, there is a huge, you guys have to learn this in my intro to oil class, or just talk to me one-on-one, and I'll tell you all the reasons why we're not buying oils from Amazon, from Target, from Costco. There is a doTERRA difference. There is no regulations in the essential oil industry. Crazy enough, right? Kind of like when you go to the shelf and you can get things that are organic or sugar-free or all these things that, so in the essential oil land, as long as there is 5% essential oil in the bottle, they can label it 100% pure. That's why you go to the Dollar Tree and you see a lavender, that's this huge lavender for $1, and you're like, what? It can have any additive, filler, alcohol, whatever it is, for them to make money off of it. And that's why when you Google or hear things, like, it's not safe. But with the doTERRA difference, there is a lot number on each bottle. There's a website, source2u.com, to create this confidence, knowing that these oils are safe, they are effective, and they're affordable, and they work really well with our bodies. And there's not side effects, but there's a lot of side benefits to utilizing natural things when you're pregnant. So much more on that in the intro class that you guys can dive into as well. Now, first things first, I cannot have this class without having the foundation of health and wellness, which is our lifelong vitality vitamins. I've used these every day for 12 years. They are my regular vitamin, my prenatal, when I'm nursing, and even after, like now. So I love that I'm not changing. They're so powerful. A whole class in depth on these. If you guys want more information on these, I can send it to you. The one thing I will note here is that there is not folic acid in here. There is folate, which is folic acid is a synthetic version of folate, which you need folate. Okay. So it is in here. It's amazing. Definitely my number one prenatal, postnatal, all life vitamin for everyone in your entire family. And it is just your foundation of health in all ways. Let's dive into the fun part. Okay. Pregnancy. I'm going to go through these quickly. You guys can screenshot, and afterwards, if you need to dive more in depth, we can set up a call. I'll put a link in the chat at the end to set up a 30-minute call with me, and we can just chat more in depth. But first things first, it's an emotional roller coaster. Pregnancy is beautiful, but it's also scary. And then it's so exciting, and then it's nerve-wracking. So it's like this roller coaster that you're always on, but you have natural support for that. Okay. Adaptive. By far my favorite. It is the calming blend. Comes in the oil, a roller ball. Whenever you see a roller ball, just know that it already has coconut oil and it's ready to roll on. These ones are great for diffuser or bath, or just in your hand, or, all different ways. But I always love having both forms of each, because you can utilize them aromatically, topically, in all ways. There's also adaptive capsules. Now, these are powerful for sleep, and even during the day when you have anxiety or just a lot going on, or situation. The adaptive capsules actually not only have oil, they also have other herbal extracts. So ahi flower, scledium root, GABA, everything to just literally calm your central nervous system. So really, really important. Breast tenderness is really common. I always get asked about this. Lavender. Lavender is the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Everyone needs lavender for every stage of life, but especially in pregnancy, because it's very calming for skin, emotions, full circle, and it even has pain properties to it for bruising, and it's a natural antihistamine. So if you get a bug bite or anything else, it's awesome. So I love this one. Also great with the coconut oil and some lotion on your tummy when you have that itchy from all your skin just stretching and growing. Immunity, right? This sweet little baby is sucking all the nutrients out of you for itself, and you're left with whatever's left. And so quickly you can be run down and have immune issues if you're not supporting it. So a lot of ways internally with probiotics and whatnot, and healthy food, and, lifestyle reasons for immunity. But topically with essential oils, the stronger from the kids collection and the On Guard, bottom of the feet, up and down the spine, 3 times a day preventatively. And then if you're not feeling well, up it every hour and utilize them. Give your body these natural tools to go in there and help fight it off. The next one that I want to suggest is all things kind of digestive and nausea. And this is a huge area I get asked about. So we have Tamer from the kids collection. I'm going to talk about this at the end, but the kids collection is not just for kids. It's for pregnant people. It's for my 92-year-old grandma. It's these perfectly curated blends that have coconut oil that are very calm and soft. So they're great for all ages and all situations of life. We have Digest Zen, digestive blend, ginger oil, we have spearmint. So anything minty is going to help with that. My other really favorite one is cardamom. Cardamom actually scientifically can block the nausea receptor. So you can just apply that in your sternum. It's really helpful. Again, use your reflexology points, the bottom of your feet, your tummy, smell them, take them internally. Add lemon to your water and tea. It's really naturally detoxifying, cleansing, just kind of really helps to calm your tummy as well as the ginger drops. These are ginger lemon, and these are everyone's favorite for nausea, morning sickness, car sickness, all the things. As you can see here, all they have in them is essential oils and organic brown rice cane syrup, again, organic brown rice syrup and cane sugar. And so in here is just ginger and lemon, awesome for all things. They also come in On Guard and Breathe, which are great as well for other areas for natural cough drop and immunity. There's digest tabs, which would be like natural Tums, but without all the bad stuff in them. And peppermint beadlets are awesome to pop in your mouth. They're equivalent to one little drop. So you can let them dissolve or take them, just swallow them down. And that's awesome as well for anything nausea related, if that's something that you're struggling with. Headaches, these come along often, right? And when in doubt, use frankincense. You can put them directly on your temples, across your forehead, right here in your wrist, and utilize that pressure point. Frankincense is a great one to have full circle, but definitely amazing for headaches, as well as the deep blue. The deep blue is like a natural icy hot. So you can use that on your forehead, your neck, your lower back, your round ligament pain, along with lavender. Really supportive for all things, especially back labor. You're going to love the deep blue stick with copaiba. Allergies, you can't take anything over the counter, but you can take Tri-Ease, which is literally just in the soft gel, lemon, lavender, peppermint. So all things for natural support for seasonal things that are coming up. Now, sleep. I often get asked about this because it's so important and sometimes it's so hard and we're growing and we're so big and it's really, really, really difficult. So in addition to those adaptive capsules, there's also Serenity Restful Complex. And the Serenity blend, again, is oils, but it also has herbal extracts. And this one, it has L-theanine, lemon balm. The most important ingredient in the Serenity soft gels is tart cherry, tart cherry. There we go, which is a natural melatonin. Not the melatonin on the counter, over the counter, that's like all that, whatever, that's going to make your body not produce it. This is a naturally producing tart cherry melatonin, which is so supportive and amazing. So also using the adaptive, that calming aroma, it's so amazing. Rub it over your chest, on the back of your neck, have your partner give you a massage on your feet, your back. The Serenity stick, which is Serenity essential oil, which is like lavender, vanilla, it's so amazing, plus valerian. And that valerian root is really earthy and it will knock you out. It's so amazing for a natural sleep support over your chest, your feet, your wrist. I always say use your oils in the acronym FEW. So feet, behind your ears, and behind your wrist. But there's not a wrong area to put them. You just use your natural intuition. Sometimes I just open my oils and I'm like over my heart or I'm on my wrist. Like I just put them intuitively where I need them. Or before bed, I put a couple drops in my hand, take some deep inhales on the back of your neck and just really, really utilize them in all the areas that you need. Now, another really important thing for all pregnancy, postpartum, nursing, electrolytes, especially for sleeping. It has 4 types of magnesium, very supportive. It also has really cool, a 4-to-1 potassium to sodium ratio. So they factored in the American diet being so salty and so much sodium. We need more potassium. It's actually better for your heart. You don't need as much. Like some of those ones like Liquid IV, and those are so salty. So they're not crazy salty. They're sugar-free and they have no, artificial dyes or coloring. In fact, the strawberry flavor has purple carrot as the coloring, and the lemon lime has beta carotene. So it's like safe, effective, amazing. They taste so good. I put them in my big water bottle like this. I prefer the strawberry. The lemon lime tastes great too, especially when it's really cold. It's just like Gatorade. Awesome alternative to Gatorade or Pedialyte or any of those for you, your kids, in all areas. Like we literally buy 4 boxes of these every month because that's how much we go through in our family, because we don't use Powerade, Gatorade, any of that stuff. And these taste so good and are so amazing, and everyone needs all of that. So very, very important. And price wise, they're less expensive than Liquid IV, Element, all those ones on the market, and they're way better for you as well. You guys know I'm trying to go fast because I wanted to make this 30 minutes, but I have so much to say. So this is just a little overview. You guys can screenshot this if you want. And we can dive deeper into these on a call together if you guys want to jump on a birth mentor call with me, or just have someone that supports you and answers questions through this journey. But these are really awesome, just little tips and tricks, top oils for pregnancy. Also, I really highly recommend this book by Stephanie Fritz. She's the Essential Midwife. She has an awesome Instagram, Facebook group, but this book is my favorite. It breaks it down by trimester, postpartum, all the ways to have natural solutions. And then I have this other and quite a few things from my doula certification, tear sheets of different positions and things and stages of labor that we can go through on a birth mentor call together that I can pass on to you guys as well. If you want, just write in the chat or send me a message and I'll get all those to you. Now, after pregnancy, heading into labor and delivery, having your oils with you is important. Clary sage, by far my favorite in labor and delivery. Clary sage is like natural Pitocin. Now, it will not start labor because actually babies have the chemical reaction that starts labor because it's their show, right? But once you're in labor, this is going to help your contractions to be more effective. I put it in roller balls. I had one person at my labor and delivery that was like, this is your job, is to put clary sage on my body every 30 minutes. And I did it on the reflexology point on the inside of my ankle, 3 fingertips up on your uterus, reflexology point, as well as on left on the top right here is another reflexology point, and then hip bone to hip bone, just down across under your belly. Okay. Also very key to have after delivery because it helps your uterus to contract back down, which, you know, when they come in and start like pushing on your tummy and it's no fun, this is a great way to utilize. So the smell of clary sage always brings back labor and delivery, and it's just like so amazing. So clary sage is a must-have to have before you go into labor. There's a lot of other oils here for your labor, delivery, birth kit. Diffuser's a must-have. I always start On Guard first to not only kill the germs in the air, but cleanse the energy in that room. And then you can move on to if you want Serenity, Lavender, Balance, Wild Orange, whatever options you want. I always had Balance on my wrist while I was in labor and contracting. I loved that. And everyone's going to have their own oil that works for them. I know my midwives, my nurses, everyone that was a part of my birth support team loved the environment that the diffuser set in that room or home birth or wherever you're at. So awesome page to also screenshot. Must-haves are going to be Correctex. Correctex is like natural Neosporin. So it feels heavenly down there after you have baby. And it's going to be great if you have any like tearing or anything going on from delivery. It's awesome because it's petroleum free. You're going to use this for everything. You can even use it, like we'll talk about here, in lactation for nipples that are sore, a peri spray that you make, or a lavender frankincense on pads, frozen. This peri spray I love. It's frankincense, lavender, helichrysum, copaiba in a spray bottle. Now, if y'all have had a baby and you know after, no one talks about after the baby, like that's where I'm here to support you postpartum because it's wicked. It's wicked. Like you got hit by a truck and then a lot of things are happening and swollen and owies down there, and you have support. You really do have support. This is heavenly. Like that spray down there is something that's like heavenly, and I can't even tell you enough how amazing it is. Another one I have, I didn't put it on here. I need to because it's one of like that I get asked about all the time, is the recipe for a roid roller ball. Yep, hemorrhoids. Real talk. It happens when you're pushing babies out down there. And the roid roller ball actually has frankincense and geranium. Again, geranium is one of the oils that anytime I smell it anywhere I'm at, I automatically think of hemorrhoids. I had them after Jackson, my first natural delivery. My midwife came back the next day and was like, "What did you do? They're gone." And I was like, "I don't know. My oil book just said to make this roller ball." So it's like forever my favorite roid roller ball, which I can get that recipe to you guys if you want as well. Reach out. Breastfeeding, lactation. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of motherhood. I nursed each of my boys consecutively longer. Kingston 12 months, Jackson 18 months, Bryson 24 months. I love this connection. I was so grateful that I was able to. A lot goes into breastfeeding, right? Often people are asking questions. I mean, water. You guys need water and stress. Stress is the number one thing that will tank your milk supply because you're worried about providing for the child that you love so much. You're actually hurting yourself. So calming, using your adaptive, your balance, your serenity, trusting that your body is able to support and produce for this beautiful child that you just created. If you want to get on a birth mentor call, I have some really cool research education about the whole journey up to breastfeeding and some really awesome tips right after labor and delivery that will help your breastfeeding journey. We can talk more about that in depth. But I do love this Milk Mama roller ball on the top left, fennel and basil. Put it in a roller ball, apply 2 drops, or just put it in a roller ball and put it right over your breast after your feedings or a couple times a day. Your milk will really come in. The Correctex comes in handy when your nipples are super sore. Like hopefully we're getting the right latch and so you're not having sore nipples, but if you are, and just that first adjustment, this Correctex is the beautiful substitution for like Lanolol or any of those. That's going to be safe, effective, non-toxic, fine for the baby and everything else. And then weaning, when that time comes, emotionally, you need your oils emotionally. And then peppermint is a great oil that does help support that, as long as I always loved cold cabbage leaves on my breast as well. Like they fit cup right over there and it just brings support. Now, keep in mind, people will say like peppermint can drop your milk supply. I truthfully don't believe in that from my own case, because I took essential oils internally that had peppermint in them. I used it all the time and I had plenty of milk, because there are a lot of factors like we talked about that goes into breastfeeding. However, some people say that, like, if you are worried about that, just caution and don't use peppermint until you want to wean, and then it can be helpful as well. Hopefully that helps as far as breastfeeding. For babies, here's some fun baby blends you guys can screenshot as well. We have an amazing baby line. This is also fun for like a baby gift if you know someone that's about to deliver, or a friend or anyone. Baby body wash, this diaper rash cream is fire. It works so well. It's natural zinc oxide. It works amazing. And there's baby lotion, of course, always having fractionated coconut oil. We never want to put water. Water intensifies oils. So coconut oil always calms it down. If maybe On Guard's a little too strong or something, or your own skin is more sensitive, just add more coconut oil and help to calm it down. So really fun baby blends. You guys can screenshot this one for time purposes. And then the kids collection as well. This is something that, like I said, it's not just for babies or kids, it's for everyone. I utilize the kids collection all the time, like Brave, the Courage blend, the stronger immunity, calmer for all things bug bites, bruises, owies when the baby scratches themselves, calming for bed. There's so many things you can utilize, like the tamer for colicky babies and gassy babies. So love the kids collection. It's definitely a must-have for all of pregnancy, labor, delivery, and after. Now, this is one of my favorite slides. I just got to add into this now that I have been educated on this. So all the things I'm going to put in my doula bag that hopefully sooner or later I get to start doing in person. But for now, I'm doing these birth mentor calls and really supporting women. But deep blue stick for, aches, pains, when you're leaning over, you're helping massage, you're in the moment with your client. Serenity stick helps to calm yourself and them, or maybe you're going to get a couple hours of rest while, they're having their epidural and you're laying down with them. Give them this serenity stick or yourself. Balance, the grounding blend. You have to be grounded and create that environment and that energy when you walk into that room for labor and delivery as well, right? Or even the meeting before and the meetings after and postpartum. The adaptive system, by far full circle, having those internally, topically, being able to utilize them in a diffuser. If your client is open to a diffuser in the room, really sets the emotional temperature, and that adaptive in there or balance is so calming and so relaxing. You can add it into your lotion, coconut oil, when you're massaging their back, their feet, giving them some, helping with that gateway pain technique theory that, pain travels very slow to your brain. So there's a lot of things you can utilize with essential oils, touch, massage to help with pain. On Guard mist for sure, or the On Guard sanitizing gel. I spray everything and anything. My hands, the areas you're at, places. So On Guard to kill germs naturally. The little lip balm, because you're going to be in there helping, supporting, encouraging, talking. I love our lip balm for all things, but definitely put that in your doula bag. And the electrolytes, because you have to keep yourself replenished and ready and active as well. So those are awesome. The electrolytes for pregnancy, postpartum, nursing, hands down, doulas, everyone in your family. It's amazing. And then all these drops, have a couple of them in your bag as well. Breathe is like a natural cough drop. It also emotionally helps take a deep breath. If you're getting a little bit tight, worried, nervous, like this is an awesome drop. Okay. On Guard is all things immunity, helps sore throats, helps to, you're in their face, you're cheering them on, have that protection barrier as well. And it smells good. And then the ginger lemon for anything nausea, especially at the end there, like when they're transitioning and feeling that intense part where you feel kind of nauseous, might be great. Have them lick on it a couple times, or even yourself can utilize it if you're feeling a little nauseous, if there's a lot going on. So love that page for the doulas in always. Also. Okay, so how do we get started? Oops, let me go back here. How do we get started, or how do we continue our oil journey? So like I said, a lot of you have been here for years and years and years. If you haven't and you're brand new to this oil journey and you want to be part of our oil community, which we have thousands of people that are part of Sharing is Caring, which is my oil family that I love so dearly. We have the coolest oil community, like truly so caring, so loving, and we're all here to support each other, because when you make this natural transition into this lifestyle of using essential oils, and having support in it is really important. So I educate in our Facebook group, which is our private group. I educate on my YouTube channel, my Instagram. I'm always willing to jump on a call with someone and just, break it down of all the questions they have or concerns or anything. So I'm happy to do that with anyone who's on this call and part of our oil family. When you do get started with your wholesale account, it's kind of like Costco. So it waives the $35 enrollment fee. You get everything at the wholesale price, which is 25% off of retail. You get access to our VIP oil community. You're going to get some little fun goodies, little goodie gift bag in the mail, if you will. You'll get continued education and support full circle from me and our entire oil family, which is really, really fun. So this September only, just this month, I have this awesome, amazing code. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué quieres? Okay. Sorry, the boys are already. You need a shower, actually, Bryson, please. Here we go. Okay, September, this month only, is going to be really, really special because we have all of these stuff going on with promotions. So for my oil family only, I have a special code from doTERRA. Now this code here at the bottom is just for our oil team, specific for our team. You can add it at the end, or if you scan this QR code, it's already in the cart. You can edit this cart as you please if you're brand new. If you already have an account, you can just log on and start ordering. Or if someone else invited you to this call, make sure you reach out to them because we're all part of the same oil family. You want to say hi? You want to finish out the call with me? I just have 1 minute. This is Bryson, my little one. He's not so little. He's a first grader.
Oil, this one.
Your favorite oil is that one. Okay, so for our oil family, if someone else invited you, so I have all kinds of people on our oil family, I want them to also get credit. So make sure you reach out to them. They can help you make a cart, a link, or if you want to reach out to me, and I'll help support you back to them. If you get 100 PV in your cart, point value, oils are point for point, you'll get a free balance. It'll automatically be added to the cart. We talked about how much balance is, how great balance is. If you get to 150, you get your choice of a free gift of choice. So either the diffuser, which I highly recommend, so you have it for labor delivery, the nursery, everything. Or you can pick the toothpaste options together, or the foaming hand wash and refill. You don't get that cute little wood box or like holder. You can add that on if you want. So that's if you hit 150, you'll get the balance plus those. And if you get to 200 PV in your cart, you're going to get all this for free. So you get the balance, adaptive, and your choice of the free gift. Only if you use this promo code below, which I'll help you do that. And yeah, I'm trying to think what else there is that has to go with this. There's a lot of ways to start your oil journey. Whatever's best for you, your family's budget, your health needs, your concerns, whatever you're trying to accomplish in your pregnancy or postpartum or in your doula journey. And maybe you're just a caregiver or a birth partner or someone that has a friend that's getting that's pregnant and you want to get a gift and something fun for their baby shower. There's a lot of different enrollment kits that start off as like a bundled package pricing. I love all of these, but like I said, my favorite are already in this QR code stored up of all the things we kind of talked about. And you can add those in there, edit that cart as you please, and we'll leave it at that. So I'm going to end this recording. If you guys have questions, you can always reach out to me if you're watching that. Otherwise, I will stay on the call here and answer all the questions for you all.